So call out my name. Call out my name when I kiss you so gently. I want you to.
Okay, y'all, so let's jump right into things. First, let me moisturize my lips because they're super dry, but I'm using my Milani Moisture Lock. This is the Rose Hip Infused lip treatment, and I love the way this stuff makes my lips feel. I have a few other flavors or scents. So now my face is already moisturized and clean. I'm gonna take my Versali Skin Tune, the Skin Tune Blurring Perfecting Primer Serum. That was a mouthful there. But yes, I'm super excited to try this out. You guys know I just showed you this in my haul. I'm just gonna take this and lightly, not lightly, let me just see how it is. Oops, maybe I should pick up a little bit more. But ooh, let it drip. Let it drip. Anyways, I ain't got time for these shenanigans. It's cold. I don't know if it's because it may be a little cool in the house, but it smells really good. It smells like cucumber, and it's supposed to like blur out your pores and everything. Oops. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just smooth this all over because we're gonna do foundation first. And y'all excuse me because I have a couple little breakouts and I'm so mad at myself because I tell everybody, don't pick with your face. I don't know, I think I was bored or something and I was just picking with my face and it left like this scar here, and I keep getting like a bump right there, and it was like actually almost gone, and I kind of like reopened it, but I think that's just a scab that's gonna peel off. I don't know why I just went into a whole little rant about that, but yeah, don't worry, we're gonna clear up my skin. And it smells really fresh, really good. It is a thicker consistency, and I really like the way that it makes my skin feel. So we're just gonna move right on to foundation. And actually today we're gonna be using two foundations. So I wanna use my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. I just did a review on this. I don't know if I'm gonna post that one first or this one, but this is only gonna be my second time using it. It's still new. And then the Super Stay, but this is just a new shade. So I already have used this, but we're just gonna try a different shade. We're gonna mix the two and see, because this one is a little bit darker than my skin tone. Oops, and I wanted to color correct first. Oh, that's what I get, I talk too much. Well, at least I can do this one. So I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. color correcting stick. I just want to kind of color correct a little bit of these little acne scars. I was gonna do that one, but it's too late. Hopefully it'll cover up. But anyways, I'm just gonna take this and put a few swipes on my face, and then I'm gonna go in with the other foundation. As you can see, this one is pretty dark, but it's okay because it does blend out because I have the other foundation, the foundation stick in this shade. So yeah, I'm not too concerned with that. And that's why we're gonna also mix the the Maybelline. I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, we're gonna mix the Maybelline one. Now I'm just gonna put just a couple squirts, maybe like two. This is in the shade 334 Warm Sun. I was in 330 at first. So I'm excited to see how these two are gonna mix together. Hope I ain't go overboard. So I'm gonna be using a new foundation brush today. I'm super excited to try this one out. I just purchased this. This is the Morphe Y6. This is like a flat top buffer brush, and I'm just gonna use this to mix in both foundations, and hopefully this will give me kind of like a perfect match or shade. Like I look pretty tan, but I'm okay. I like these two foundations together. I think I'm gonna have to do this more often. But let me go ahead and at least, I want to contour just a little bit. Or you know what, I can wait till after I do my eyeshadow. So I want to do a little bit of eyeshadow today. I'm going to use a couple new palettes that I kind of dabbed in them just a little bit. I haven't created a tutorial and I haven't really used it like that. I kind of like swatched them, and they're from Juvia's Place. But let me use a concealer. I want to actually set down a base for my eyeshadows. So first I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade, I think that's C10. Give me a second. Yes, it's C10. And I'm going to just use this to create a base for my eyeshadows that we're going to be using. And I'm excited about this. And I'm trying to get, you ever know, like, I don't know if you guys, I could be weird, but you know how sometimes you haven't done something or you haven't been around somebody in a long time and you're like feeling all antsy and shy? That's how I feel. I haven't, excuse me, I'm spitting. I haven't sat down and like filmed a real tutorial for you guys in a couple weeks, and wow, I feel like I'm new all over again. So yeah, I missed you guys so much. I just kind of was going through a little something, not nothing like bad, it's just kind of waiting on this transition. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but maybe in the future we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of where my mind was, and I hadn't really sat down and filmed, and I thought I was going to have some extra time, but I'm back. I'm going to make the most of it for now and just get better and better and get more consistent. And I don't know if I said it, but I'm using this Juno Cosmetics brush in the ES06. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette, and I had this for quite some time, but I never used it before, and I'm super excited to, you know, really try this out and kind of play in it. But I'm gonna take this first shade. It's a Husi, I believe, and it's more of like a bone bear with, it looks like a hint of pink in it. I'm just gonna take that. Why was I finna use that as a mirror, but there's nothing there. I'm just gonna lightly sweep that at the top, just to kind of like to act as like where my transition or my translucent powder would be. Since I'm not gonna use one, I just don't want it to crease, and it's pretty much the same color as the actual concealer. It's pretty bright, so I'm just taking that, sweeping it, then I'm gonna go in with another transition color. I'm just using this to kind of like set that base, and so the eyeshadow, the rest of the eyeshadows can go on a little bit smoother. And I'm using my Morphe M504 brush, I believe. Yeah, Morphe M504. Okay, so I'm gonna use the same palette, the same brush. I think I'm gonna take, because I got two palettes right here, I didn't know which one I want to use. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's called Cano, I believe. It's this like peanut brittle type of shade. I'm gonna use the same Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna start to create my transition shade and build up that color. And Juvia's Place's eyeshadows are so pigmented. You guys already know that. I'm gonna take the shade out of the Masquerade palette, and it's this really pretty like reddish brick brown type of color, and I'm using my NYX. This is the NYX number 17 brush. So So just to kind of deepen up that color, I'm gonna go back in, well, I'm gonna go in with a different shade. I'm gonna use Zulu out of the Masquerade palette, and I'm still taking my NYX number 17 brush and excuse me, and I'm just putting that right into the deeper portion of the crease and kind of building up that color. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of a darker shade. Where did it go? I was looking for my brush. But anyways, I want to take this shade here. It's super dark. It's like this really muddy dark brown. It's in the shade Mino, if you guys can see that. And I'm gonna actually take my Juvia's Place. This is like a tapered pointed blending brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit of that shade and I'm just going to lightly put it into my crease just to add a little bit of dimension. And I love these brushes because they are so soft, and I like how they're pointed and you can be a little bit more precise. So I'm just taking that just to add a little bit of dimension into my crease. So I definitely wasn't trying to make this no cut crease or anything like that. It just sort of kind of happened. I don't even know if they even, but we gonna roll with the flow because I gotta go. We gonna roll with the flow because I gotta go, niggas better go. I'm just playing. Woo! Y'all excuse me, but yeah. That's what we doing. I'm trying to see if it's halfway decent. Hold on. I'm gonna take the shade Idia and the shade Bakwa. No, I'm just playing. Ooh, I play too much. I'm gonna take those two shades. I'm gonna put the first gold one on the outer. Ooh, that is nice. These shades are pigmented for real. So I'm gonna take the first shade and put it towards the back, and then I'm gonna go in with the lighter one towards the front part of it. And I gotta be quiet so I can concentrate. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the shade Bakwa, the lighter gold one, and I'm gonna take that and put that right in the inner portion and kind of marry the two together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put my liner and lashes on off camera, and I'll be right back to finish the rest of my face. So give me a second. Okay, so jumping right back into things, I'm gonna come back to my eyes, like, you know, to finish everything up. But I do just want to just blend out, since I've been like doing eyeshadow. I know my foundation has crease, so it has no additional product on here. I'm just, you know, blending out any like creases or anything, making sure the canvas is smooth so we can go ahead and put our contour and concealer shade on. I'm going to be using a new, sorry, piece of hair. I'm going to be using a new concealer today. So yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so before we get into concealer, I'm just going to take my Makeup Revolution contour stick. I don't have a new contour stick that I'm trying out or using right now. But yeah, we're just going to use what we already have. And then I am using a new concealer. Okay, so I am using a new stippling brush. Usually I use my e.l.f., but I want to try out this Eco Tools small stippling brush. And I'm going to use that to blend out the contour shade, contour color, whatever, before and I do like this one. This one is pretty soft. I think this one may be a little bit softer than my e.l.f. one. But yeah, I'm just taking it. I'm sorry, I got this big mirror in my face. I'm going to get myself in order. But yeah, I'm just going to take this, blend this out, and then we're going to go in with a new concealer that I'm definitely excited to try out, and I can't wait. Okay, so that should be good enough. So for concealer, I'm going to be using it's my new Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And this has been out for a little bit of time, but I have been procrastinating on filming this tutorial with trying new products, and I had it kind of put to the side. I actually probably had this for about a month or so. But yeah, and now I'm finally getting a chance to try it out. It comes in, it's 0.5 fluid ounces, and it's almost just as big as a freaking foundation. But I think you should get a lot out of here. And this is in the shade Warm Sand, so I'm just going to take this. Ooh, it feels smooth already. I'm definitely excited to see if this is gonna replace my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm excited about this concealer, and it has the doe foot applicator. It's somewhat slanted. It's pretty big, and it has a little bit of a point, which I think is good because you can kind of really get underneath your eyes. Okay, so now that I got everything set in place, let's go ahead and blend this out. I'm gonna take my this is my Maybelline sponge, and I'm just gonna take that and blend this out. Okay, so to be honest, I really love this concealer. It blended out so smooth. It's thick, it's creamy, it feels hydrating. I love it. I even love the shade. It may look a little bit bright, but the foundation is so much darker, but it blends out really, really good. So to set everything before I start creasing, I'm going to be using a new powder today. I'm going to be using the Black Radiance powder. I mentioned this in one of my hauls not too long ago, and I had it stashed to the side as well so I can try out some new products. And I've heard some good things about this, but we're going to see. So it is a pretty decent amount. It's pretty big, kind of bulky, but you get I think 0.7 ounces. And it does have like the little puffer, and then it also has the sifter. Of course, I'm not sure if that's showing out. I said showing up, showing out, showing up. I'm just gonna pour some into the cap. I don't know how this powder sits. Is it thick or what? So I'm just kind of, oops, going with the flow, and I'm making a mess. So I'm gonna use a little damp beauty blender. It is squeeze out, and I'm just gonna pick some of that up and place that everywhere. So with this powder, I thought it was gonna be thicker than this. I honestly did. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was gonna kind of be somewhat cakey and feel like very drugstore-ish. I like it. I really do like this, and it's a yellow undertone, but it's really light. It almost kind of looks like translucent. Y'all, I like this powder. I like this powder. No, I'm just playing. This powder is really, really nice, especially for it to be a drugstore. It seems pretty lightweight. It sets. It doesn't seem like I'm going to get any flashback. It has a little bit of a yellow undertone, but it's not too yellow. It's not too white. It seems thin. It has the makings of what a luxury powder would be. I'm not going to lie. Wow. Okay, so I kind of want to dust this powder off, and I'm going to set the remaining portions of my face. I'm just steady looking into this monitor like I really like this powder. And I'm using this fluffy brush. It doesn't have a number or a name. It's by Tarte. I really love this brush because it's so soft and it's just so adorable. Okay, so I want to add a little bit of color and dimension to my face. I'm going to be using this new palette that I got from Morphe. It's the Pop of Rose Trio Blush palette. It looks like this. Let me get my big hand out the way. It has some really pretty shades in here. This middle one looks somewhat like a blush and a highlight mixed together. But actually for this second one, this shade Hustle, I'm going to use this to kind of warm up or contour my cheeks. And I'm going to be picking up this Tarte, like a fluffy angle brush or contour brush. And I want to see, ooh, that's pretty pigmented there. I was gonna use that to like contour my whole face, but we're gonna scratch that and we're gonna use another option because it seems pretty pigmented, and I don't know, I don't want it to mess up the foundation. But I'm just gonna go in with my Anastasia contour kit. This is the Tan to Deep, and I'm using the middle shade right here, and I'm gonna use that to contour the bronze up my face, the remaining portions. Okay, so for my blush color, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the second shade, or the first one in here is called Legendary. Looks like this. I'm just gonna take that, and I'm using my Real Techniques number 302 brush. Okay, so this is gonna be one of my new favorite blushes. I love this. I love the whole blush trio, but this is so nice. I want to see how this middle shade Driven looks on top of it. It's just, I'm sorry you guys, my husband thinks he's the mailman. He's opening boxes in the background, so I'm gonna apologize for that. And I'm just placing a little pop of that on top of it as it would like a highlight, and it has a little bit of sheen to it, but pink as well. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to be taking my Morphe lip liner. This is in the shade Bar, and it's a pretty brown. It looks like it has a little hint of red undertone, but it kind of reminds me of chestnut. I don't know if that's really showing up. And I'm going to line my lips first with that. Okay, so I guess that was it for lip liner. I'm going to be using a new lipstick that I just recently got. It's the Anastasia lipstick in the shade Rust. It's a matte lipstick, and it's this like pretty reddish brick type of brown. I'm hoping it goes with my eyes. We'll see. If not, I may have to change it out. But yeah, I'm just going to use this. Ooh, I'm looking spicy. I do like this color. This is my first time using it, and it looks good with that lip liner. I think I just want to line my lips just a little bit more, but I really like it. It's pretty. So for highlight, I'm gonna take 2 of them. I'm actually gonna be trying out one of these eyeshadows from the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm just gonna use this like fluffy highlighter brush by Tarte, and I'm gonna take the shade Bakwa, and I'm just gonna place that lightly on the tops of my cheeks. I want to see how it looks. Okay, so that looks kind of cute. I feel like it's very subtle. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a more brighter one, more of that champagne color. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna use that Maybelline City Kits palette again. I really like that brush too. And so for highlight, I'm gonna take this other it's another Tarte brush. I don't know the number again, and I'm gonna take the City Lights, the Maybelline palette that I just used. I'm gonna use that to put a little bit, if I can open it up, a little bit more highlight on the tops of my cheek right there. Ooh, that was a lot, honey. Let me be careful, because this is some powerful stuff. Oh man, I feel like I'm getting it everywhere. Okay, so I don't know if it's the brush I used or what, but this is some pretty pigmented stuff. I should have waited until I wet my face, like set everything and spray. We'll fix it, don't worry. Okay, I better be glowing. Say what? Boom shaka laka laka, God is good. Say boom shaka laka laka, God is good. That's my sound. Let me stop playing. Oh, I almost forgot, y'all. I sure would have forgot. to smoke out my bottom lash line. I would have been so mad. I really like how this coming out, and I wasn't even feeling it at first. I was getting kind of nervous. I think it was more the eyes because I feel like my cut crease was uneven, but yeah, they low-key decent. Like, what? No. I really like this lipstick. This is a pretty color. I love it. This is gonna be my new fall favorite. If y'all want to pick it up, it's Rust by Anastasia. It's so pretty. And it's, I don't know, it may be even prettier in person. But give me, what was, oh, I know what I was gonna get. Hold on one second. I want to use this brush to smoke out my bottom lash line. So I think I do want to put some black underneath my eyes too. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the darker shade first. So I'm gonna take this smaller brush. I'm gonna use the shade Me Know out of the Warrior palette. I'm gonna take this and just use my Morphe M515 brush. And this one is a little bit, was very, very small, so that way I can be a little bit more precise. I'm going to place that right at like the tear duct and kind of run it down. And then I'll go in with the like the lighter shades. Okay, y'all, so I really like the way this look. I'm gonna add some of the other transition colors in just a moment, but I'm super starving. I said, does that even sound right? Super starving. But I smell my husband in there eating, and I know he's gonna try to eat all of, well, not try, but I know he's not gonna wait on me. And I want to sneak and ask him for some of his food, so I'm gonna be right back. I need to put something on his stomach, child. Hold on. These spirits! No, just hold on a second. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. I just taste some of my husband's food, and when I tell y'all it was delicious, I'm so glad I took that little break. He had made some salmon and broccoli with cheese. It was so good. But yeah, so now I'm just going back into smoking out my bottom lash line. I'm trying to find my other brush. So first I want to take another, well, this Juvia's Place like small pencil brush, and sorry, my dog just ran me here with something, but I'm gonna take this, matter of fact, I'm gonna use this shade. I'm gonna use my the Masquerade palette. Babe, you all got something of yours you chewing on? I'm gonna take my the Ada and Zulu shades out of here. I'm gonna take both of these and I'm gonna dap into both of them, and I'm gonna use that to smoke out the rest of my bottom lash line. That's pretty, y'all. That's pretty, y'all. Say, that's pretty, y'all. Say, whoop, whoop. Why am I having like these outbursts? That's because I'm cute. When I'm cute, I get retarded. No, just let me spray my face and we're gonna be done. And this is a new setting spray. This is my first time using it. I'm using the CoverGirl Look Lockup. Okay, and that's pretty much everything. I need to comb down my hair real quick and hit you guys with some slow-mos. But yeah, that was everything. I pretty much liked everything that I've tried. The Versali, the foundations, the lipstick. I love this lip color. The, what am I missing? The concealer. I love everything. And yeah, I don't think I really have any regrets, but I enjoy filming this makeup tutorial. I know I was a little bit confused on how it was going at first, but I love the way it turned out. I think it's super cute, super fall appropriate, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But if you did, of course, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so, of course, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm gonna comb down my hair, hit you guys with some slow-mos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.